right, championship action. Starting five out there, face off, wins for Littleton. Littleton sends it up the ice, and they're going to dump it down to Jackson, and he's just going to cover it up.
What position was that?
Face off, picked up by Kaz. Oh, and he kind of fouled it there, so shot in on Jackson. Gobbled up again. So face off again. Face off is going to go into the corner, and Noah's going to have to go grab it. Oh, Mason's going to be in the box. Let's hope it's just for a rough and not for a 2 and 10. Not the best way to start here.
So Evan's playing with us across the street.
Yep. So it is for a 2 and 10. So Mason's going to be sitting for a chunk of the first here. And we have to go on the penalty kill here. Face-off goes back to Littleton. They got to come out of the zone. And they're going to work their way back in here on Wes. And Jackson pokes it back into the corner. He's going to get it now. He's going to dump it back down low. Jackson's there again. It pops up through the front. Into the slot. Saved by Jackson. Saved again. Again. And Noah's trying to get a hold of it now along the boards. Littleton comes out with it. And they're going to go down deep up front and saved by Jackson up front. Jackson can't quite get it out. So held in. And Littleton dumps it. Oh, Kaz got his stick on it. It just quite blocked by Jackson. Jackson shovels it out, and it does come out. So Jackson's going to get a change. We're going to get a change here. A couple new bodies out on the ice. Dane falls. And Littleton works their way through the slot. They're going to work their way on a Noah. Noah pokes behind the goal. And they're going to go along the boards, back behind the goal again. And shot. Just a really great shot. Nothing Jackson could do on that one. Peter's got some complaints, but it looks like it's going to be a good goal. All right, back to 5-on-5. Devin, Nolan, Eli out there. Nolan gets it, and we're going to get hit off sides. Calls are not going our way so far. It's got Dane and Nicholas. Goes back to Dane. Dane sends it across for Nicholas. Nicholas pumps it up the board, trying to hit Eli. Goes to Eli. And they dump it out of the ring. So hopefully that comes out of the zone here. Hopefully we can just kind of catch our breath, settle in, and get to playing. No, it's going to be in the defensive zone, I guess. So Devin to take this face off here. Face off picked up by Dane. Dane wings it off the glass, trying to get it to Nolan. Nolan couldn't quite pop it up. And they're going to work their way in. Dane blocks it. And Hawks flick it backhand, shoot it. Gets deflected by Nicholas. And now into the corner it goes. And Littleton's still working around the corner here. And chipped away by Nicholas. Can't quite clear it at the moment, though. I think we're just kind of losing our marks. And here we go. Devin tried to bring it out, couldn't quite do it. Again, just not kind of getting the lucky rolls at the moment.
From that end yet.
Deflection misses, goes wide. Hawks working their way back in. Picked up by Nolan. Finally up and out to Eli. Eli takes it through the slot and he's getting his stick lifted and loses the puck, but at least we're going to get fresh bodies out there. Alex out there now, or Maxim out there now, giving them the business here. Hawks back in. They're going to dump it down into the corner. Declan's going to go grab this, and he's going to go off the boards up to Alex. Alex ships it up the boards, and now Kaz trying to run onto this now, picked up by Maxim. Now Kaz has got it. Kaz makes his way around one, gets to the behind the net. Kaz goes back to James, who sends it over to Declan. Declan sends it across. Good pass. James pokes it back up. And James holding along the boards. Nice work by James. Eventually makes it. Nice job by Kaz to keep it in. If that kid would have gone, would have been maybe hard to get back. 11:27 in the first here. And here comes Littleton. Nice back check by Declan. And Maxim stick lifting. And then they're going to take it back behind the net here, working along the board. And James getting in there. And James still holding off his guy. And it's going to pop out to Littleton. And then out to the point. And then hit out by Alex. Hit out by Alex. We're going to get partial change at least. And Declan's going to get the red line, does dump it down deep so he can get a partial defensive change. Wes out there now. Still Nolan and Devin. There's Devin. He's getting a stick and shot. Save. Nice shot by Nolan. All right, Devin, Nolan, and Eli out there with Jackson and Noah. Puck one goes to Eli. Eli gets poked off his stick, and out they come. They're going to go off the boards. And Jackson takes out his kid. Jackson working along the boards now, and he gets some help by Devin. He just can't quite get a solid hold of it. It's kind of coming up to Noah. Noah's trying to get it up here, bangs it up to Eli. Eli trying to pop it up, can't quite get there, and then Devin hits it loose. And icing gets called off. Nolan's there. And Littleton on the way back out here. Dane grabs it, gets it over to Noah. And Noah's going to come across the goal. I think everyone holds their breath when he does that. And up to Maxim here. And Maxim now into the zone. Alex is there. Maxim still has it. Maxim shoots it way over the top, unfortunately. Had a lot on it. And out comes Littleton here. Poked away by Dane and Nicholas. Nicholas has it. He gets it up to center ice. And Wes out there. Wes with Dane. Wes is going to get a hold of this now. And he's going to bring it up. Here goes Wes. Wes with Alex. Wes beats one. Takes the corner. He's going to spin move. Looking for someone. Swings it over to Dane. Dane sends it towards the net. Goes behind. Nicholas is going to keep it in here. Corner. Kaz gets a hold of it now. Kaz goes back behind himself. Trying to center it to Wes. Gets poked off of his stick. And Littleton on the way out here. Littleton is just going to kind of dump it in. Dane's getting to this. Hold it into the corner. And Devin's going to come out with it. Devin's got Kaz. Kaz. Offsides. So 8:42, at least we've kind of settled down a little bit. Locos down 1-0. Declan and James out there with Eli, Nolan. I'm sorry, Declan's going to center line. So Declan out there, Jackson, James on defense, Nolan and Eli. Declan wins the face-off. Eli got it poked off his stick. And Littleton's just going to send it in. Jackson's going to have to go get this here. Jackson gets it out to Nolan. And Nolan can't quite pop it out, so shot end deflected way wide. They're going to work their way in. Littleton drop pass. And going to go across. And James was able to get enough to put him out. Jackson now has it. He's going to skate this up. And something happened. That should be an interference, if anything. I guess they're just going to call, or I guess they're just calling an offsides. But they're just bringing it outside the zone. So Maxim in there now with Dane and Alex. So the lines are getting way mixed up. Jackson's in the backup. And it's going to go out. And we're going to wrap around the boards. And back it goes. Staying along the boards. Alex trying to pick this up. He gets it over to Maxim. Maxim in. Shot. Save. Off the boards it goes again for Dane to run onto it. Nice job by these guys keeping it down deep. Maxim in the corner trying to dump it. Littleton's going to pick it up. And here comes Littleton out. They're going to just gain the line and dump it in. Jackson works along the boards now. Him and James. And it's going to pop out to the corner where Alex is. And that's from the back. Alex totally gets hit straight in the back, no call. And James pops it up to the corner here. Shot blocked by Alex. Nice job by Alex, staying strong in there despite getting taken out. Jackson trying to run onto this, popping it up to Dane. Can't quite get there. So behind the net now. Alex gets a hold of it. Now Jackson's going to take it up. And he's going to take it in. He's going to gain the blue line, and he's just going to dump it in and get a change while we get some rotations out there. So Devin in there with Wes, and we got Noah and Nicholas out there. Dane, nice job by Dane. Get the puck to Kaz. Kaz to Wes. Went under Wes's stick. Otherwise, Wes would have been gone. Nicholas bumps it back up for Wes. And here comes Littleton. Wes is now going to grab this here. Gets it up to Kaz. Kaz kind of just hitting it a little too far. We're getting a little over our skis here. Nicholas makes the red line. He's just going to dump it down deep. Devin's going to go off for a change. And Littleton's bringing it back down here. Littleton working in on Noah. It's picked away. Wes is there. Littleton works their way in the circle back behind the net. They try to dump it in front. It's going to get poked out by Noah. Picked up by Wes. And here goes Wes. We got numbers. We got a 3-on-2. Wes works his way in. Works his way around. He's looking. And Wes keeps circling and tries to send it into Kaz. Kaz now working behind the net with Wes. Wes comes out with it. Wes spins, gets around, dumps it back down to Kaz behind the net. Kaz back to Wes until Wes loses it. And up Littleton comes, and they're just going to gain the red line and shoot it in on Jackson. Jackson's just going to block her, pad it away. Noah off the boards, way up the glass. Nice job. No one settled that. Whoa, actually a nice shot. Gets a blocker saved, though. Eli picks it up. Nice job of Noah. And Jackson trying to pinch here. And James in for support. So nice job by those two. They get it back up to Declan. Declan to Eli. Back to Declan. And James battling in the corner. And Littleton bringing it out here. Jackson looks up here. And he's trying to get it into the zone. He's got Declan to help. And Littleton parents complaining over nothing. And Eli's going to stop. You call that. Come on. So, anyway, a bunch of the parents are not very happy. I thought it was a legit trip. So Eli's going to sit too. 4:13 left to see if we can get out of this penalty kill here. Noah and Nicholas coming out on defense. Mason's out of the box. Mason pass. Face-off goes to the side here. Comes out to the point. Nice job. Mason blocked the shot and then sent it down. Littleton just kind of building it out behind the net. Through the center ice, they miss it. Mason picks it up. He's trying to get it out. Can't. Has now. Battling away. We've got Nicholas who does lay it back to the point. Picked up by Mason. Not quite out. Gets it out. It's off the back of Kaz's skate. Of course, like I said, we're just not getting that little extra luck we need. Because Kaz would have been gone if it could end up in front of him. Nice job by Mason. Good pressure. He's going to push his kid into the boards. And Nicholas is going to wrap this up. He's going to gain a little space and fling it all the way down into the corner. That's 1 minute killed here on the penalty as we get a couple fresh bodies out. Devin's out there now. Mason's staying out. Got Goody and Jackson now. That's offsides. I don't know what that kid was doing. So offsides call on Littleton, so this should come all the way out of the zone here. Devin and Wesson now. Jackson and James. Face-off wins back to Jackson. Jackson's going to just try to fling it off the glass. Whiffs it, though, but it does go to Devin. Devin gets it to James. James flicks it up. And Littleton's going to come back through. About 30 seconds or so left on the penalty. Jackson now gets it up the glass to Wes. Wes is going to weave it. No call on the tripping. I don't know what's going on. The refs don't want to call anything. So I guess they're just going to call us for everything and call Littleton for nothing. Nice stick by James to poke that out. James again flings it all the way down the ice. That's going to kill the penalty. It's a good kill. So penalty kill. 2 minutes left. Here comes Littleton. We're going to shoot it. Oh, wow. Saved by Jackson. And then Jackson's going to pick this up, and he's going to go. And finally, we got a call, and Jackson's going to get pinched off. But we're going to go on the power play finally after another trip after the play. Let's go, Locos! Here we go on the power play. Got West, Kaz, Mason, Devin, and Jackson. Yep. Kind of a corner battle down there. I can't really see what's happening. Puck must have been won by Wes or Kaz, not really sure. Devin trying to send it back to Wes. Wes picks it up here. And Wes is going to skate around here. He's going to keep skating, and he loses it. And they're going to fling it down the ice. We got to just start moving the puck amongst each other here. Kaz is going to take this one up now. Kaz bringing this up. He's going to get by one, but not two. And Littleton just dumps it back down. So Devin having to go get this here. Got about a minute left, about the same amount of time left in the period. Let's see if we can even it up before the end. Devin bringing it up. Devin makes a fancy move, backhand, in at the net. And that kid is totally in on Jackson. Rips his helmet off. He just ripped his helmet off. I'm sure they're not going to call it because they're not calling anything. So Jackson has to come off the ice because his helmet's off. Ref's not calling anything
On them.
Declan coming in. We got a big body now in front of the net. Let's see if they want to try to do that to Declan. They're going to end up on their butt. Puck goes down low along the glass. Kept in by Mason here. Mason keeps it. Nice job by Mason. He's going to work his way down to the corner, and then he loses his edge, but Wes is there to support. And Wes is getting hooked all over the place, but again, no call. Mason comes back to support. Back down for Wes. Wes turns. He's in the corner. Mason there. And there we go. Back to the point. Sent in. And sent back in by Kaz. Deflected wide. Mason to go get this now. Mason dumps it back to Devin. And Mason. And then wrapped around by Wes.
Oh my God!
Shot way up high. And that'll do it at the end of the period here. Right back at it.
I'm trying to remember what Glenn told me.
Declan got called at the end of that for 2 minutes for roughing, I guess. Not really sure. He was getting hammered in front of the net, and when he kind of turned around and gave it back, he got the penalty for it. So now we're going to have to go here on the penalty kill. James and Noah out.
These are only 7 minutes.
No, they have a halftime, so second period is divided in half.
Oh.
Littleton takes it. They're going to shoot it, and then Jackson's just going to bottle it up. So Mason and Kaz coming out, Jackson and Nicholas. So 4 fresh bodies. Face off by Mason, stays in the dots. Mason gets a hold of it and flings it down the ice. Good job by Mason. And Littleton to reset here as they come up the ice. And they're going to work their way in on Mason and Nicholas here. They're kind of playing with it right at the blue line. And then they work it into the corner here. Out to the dots. Nicholas is going to come out and give a little pressure. And they're going to kind of swing out front. Here comes Mason. They're going to go across the ice. Mason kind of just giving good pressure, switching back and forth between the two. Into the slot. And Mason gets a stick on it. Nice job by Mason. Kaz couldn't quite get there. And Kaz gets to it, but he's got a Littleton player right on him. Nice work by Kaz. He's going to just stall for time. And we're getting a partial trade. And they're going to come out. West is there, and they're just going to give it back to Jackson. Jackson's just going to fling it down into the corner here. So about 10 seconds left here. And they're going to work on West. West pokes it away. Can't quite get a hold of it, though. And they're going to hit it in on Nicholas. It's going to come back down. And we killed the penalty. Noah circling it around, kind of loses it behind the net, and then he's going to go off the glass, up the boards here. Mason lost an edge and went hard into the boards. Oh, those boards don't move. That doesn't feel nice. Shot, just glove save by Jackson. And they're working behind the net now. Noah pumps it along the boards, trying to get it to West. West is looking the wrong direction. So Littleton takes it in now, Noah. And Devin, I think that's Devin, trying to sling it up. Does get it out. And West on the run now. He's got Mason with him. He's going to dump it to Mason. Gets through Mason's skates. Nice try by West and Mason. Pops back out. Nice job. Nice back check by West. West wins it again. And West is mad and he's on it. There's not a whole lot they can do about it. Get some support by Devin. Devin, giving it to James. Shoots it. Blocker save. And they shovel it back out, and it's going to pop out. Devin holds it in, puts it up. We got to touch up, though, before we can go in. We're going to go get a change. And they fling it all the way down, and Jackson's just going to poke it to the side. So James having to run onto this in the corner here. We got Alex out there, Jackson, Dane. And they shoot it in on Jackson. Jackson picks it up, hits it over to Dane. And Dane's going to break this out. Hits it back to Maxim. Maxim hits a little bit too far. And they're going to go back to Jackson. Jackson flings it in, gets it blocked off the shin guard, takes it again. And works its way to Alex and back out. James now trying to hold on to it. And it's totally offsides, but no call. And works their way back in. Jackson now, they come out with it. They're going to shoot. Saved by Jackson. Picked up by James. And kind of just working behind the net here. And back behind the net again. James is going to get a hold of this, and he's going to fling it off the boards up to Dane. Dane missed it here. So Littleton back coming in. Jackson checks a guy into the boards here. And they're going to work in on Dane. And back out to the point. They send it in on a shot that misses. It's in. It's kind of sitting in the crease there. Save Jackson. Flung up. We keep hitting ourselves when we go to clear it. And Jackson finally flings it up and out. Nice job by Jackson. And all these guys are dead tired. They're getting a change. And luckily, an errant pass. Declan's going to grab it. He's going to send it to Mason. Mason's got one to beat. Mason working his way. Off the spin out. Got Kaz and Wes out there with them. And they pop it all the way down the shit ice. And it doesn't quite make it, so Nicholas has got to grab it. He's going to go along the boards, up the boards, but there's nobody there. And nice job by Nicholas. He's just going to intercept it himself, and he's like, fine, I'll do this myself. Nicholas in with Wes, trying to get it over, with Mason, and then it's just going to get gobbled up by the goalie. Nice work by Nicholas. 2:01 left in the half. Score is 1-0 Littleton. Devin in now with Nolan, Nicholas, and Declan on the backside. Devin working hard. Oh, Nolan thought he had that over the shoulder shot. Nice try by Nolan. He's got to keep shooting just like he is. They're going to come out. Eli keeps it in, but it gets by him. Now Devin's in. He's going to work his way in. He's going to swing it. Oh, it's way high. It bounces in front of the net. We can't get to it first. Littleton back out. Declan trying to get to it first. Declan does. Goes behind the net. Eli trying to run onto it. He's going to send it behind. And we're going to have to go run, try to get it. We've got two forwards playing high, though, unfortunately, and we're not going to win anything with so, at least, oh, there it is. I'm not quite sure why our forwards are playing so high, or so low. I don't know what it is on that side of the ice. Nice job by Declan spinning, moving, but we run into our own player, and they're going to work their way in. And there's the puck. No one knew where the puck was. Ended up somehow like behind the net or something. And out it comes. Devin's just going to fling it down the ice for an icing. And we're going to get a change here. So we got Noah and Jackson coming out. Kaz, Mason, and Wes, I imagine. 54 seconds left. Mason take this face off. Goes back to Jackson. Jackson's going to take this behind. He's going to bounce it off the boards up to Kaz. Kaz bumps it to Mason. Mason can't quite get a hold of it. And they're going to sling it back down. So they work their way in on Noah. Nice job by Noah. And I'm sure Noah's probably going to get called for a trip or something. Nope, no call. I think maybe just the goal came off the moorings. Noah, you're not getting a penalty. Get back in there. Don't act like you did something wrong. There he goes. All right, 36 seconds left. Mason to take this face off again. Makes its way back. They're going to shoot it. It's going to pop way up, so Kaz is going to have to go get this. Kaz gets it, pops it to Mason. Mason's got it. Mason shoots it. Nice shot. And we're tied in. Beautiful. So Noah Jackson's staying out there, but we are going to get a forward. Max and Alex. Kaz. Max going to take this face off here. Pops up. Jackson's going to go get it. He's just going to try to pop it up to Devin here. And now they're going to come in. Skating in on Noah. They get by Noah, but nice job by Maxim to just kind of hold him off. Jackson now battling into the corner here. And it's out, and they're just going to sling it towards the net. 4 seconds left, and Noah's just going to sling it all the way down, too. And that'll do it. Going into the half, tied 1 apiece. All right, we're back. The second half of the second period here. Mason wins the face-off. Mason takes it in, takes it around here into the corners, trying to get it over to somebody, but kind of had forwards going the opposite way. So Wes comes in. Wes wins it, trying to get it on his stick. And Littleton's going to come in. They're going to work their way through. They hit it way down deep. Jackson's going to pinch his guy. Going to get a little help from Noah. Littleton comes out with it. So Jackson's still going in. Jackson wins it now. He's kind of battling along the boards. I can't really see what's happening in the corner. Got Mason with him. And pops it out to Kaz. Kaz along the boards. Kaz trying to get in front. And no call there because that kid just steps into Kaz's lane. Jackson takes it now, gets it, pops it back over to Kaz. Kaz tries to pop it up to Wes. There it is. Can't quite get it up to Wes. Now he got it. So Kaz into the zone. Wes behind him. Wes is going to work his way around. He's got Devin in there now. James, Noah. And he's just going to dump it back down deep for Devin. Devin trying to get a hold of it behind the net. And it wraps its way around to the corner here. And out it's going to come. Noah slams his guy off. And we're going to punch it back out. Ref gives us a little bit of help. And Eli takes it down now. He makes his way through. He's got no one. Gets it poked off the stick. Good defensive play by Littleton. He's just going to shove his guy over. Devin shot. I thought that went through the legs, but actually went wide. James now trying to work it back down deep. And Devin in there. Nice job by Devin. Oh, he's trying to get by. You just got to get by that last guy. And Littleton's going to spin out here and pop it up and break it out. So here they come through. They're going to drop it. Nice job by Nolan to get back. Poked off by Alex. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Back around the boards. James is going to grab it. James kind of loses it, so he's just going to backhand it to Declan. I think Declan kind of missed it there. Up front, and it's going to get flung out. So, not really sure what that was, but we got to remember we got to keep skating. And Declan picks it up. There goes Declan. He makes it in the slot. Takes shot. Declan. Takes a shot. Pad save by the goalie. Maxim pinches his guy off. Nice job by Maxim. But now you got to play a little bit defense. They work their way in on Dane. Dane does the nice poke. Declan. I don't know if Declan's playing defense or center. Not really sure. James holds it in. Gets it over to Dane. Dane loads up the shot. And goes into the shin guard. Kaz trying to hold it in. He dumps it down. It bounces through Maxim and the Littleton player. So Maxim tries to dump it in front. Oh, it sat at the post. We got to start crashing the net just a little bit harder. They're going to work their way down here on Jackson. And they're going to work their way in. Blocked by a shot blocked by Nicholas. Back behind the net. Jackson now. He holds it off until Nicholas can get in there. Now Kaz is going to help. I think Kaz iced the puck. Yep. So puck's going to come back down. Mason, West, Kaz. Jackson, Nicholas, 4:03 left in the half. Or I guess in the second period now. Face off, pokes off to the side. Nicholas, I think, is along the boards, trying to work their way out. Littleton comes up with it. West giving them the business. They pop up front. Shot goes wide off the deflection. Kaz gets it up to West. West overruns it. So they're going to come back out. Mason picks it up now. Mason backhands it to himself off the boards. And in it goes. And Kaz now along the boards. He misses it. So here comes Littleton. Noah's having to kind of fix himself here as he was coming on. Shot saved by Jackson. Mason up to Kaz. Kaz couldn't quite catch the pass. Jackson now running onto it. He gets it up to Wes. And Wes is going to handle it, and he's going to take it in. Wes cuts it. And now Kaz, we got to just start cutting to the middle, though. Kaz now hit off at the boards. It's a very physical game. It's going to be a penalty. I think Kaz is going to draw the hooking. So I think we're going to go on the power play here. tripping. Call's going to be 2 minutes, Littleton, for tripping. All right, to start out with, we've got James.
I need to see what number he is.
28. James has got it. James back down deep to Nolan. Nolan back up to James. James over to Noah. Noah gets it poked away, and then he dumps it down for Nolan, or Eli. Wins by Eli's stick. Declan's in there. And they're going to work their way out here. Noah's got to hustle back. Jackson is just going to settle it, give it back to, I think Noah was there and then came off. So Hawks just dump it down deep, and we're going to have to break back out here. So James is going to bring this up ice, and he's going to get it to Eli, and we're in. So Eli popping it, trying to get it to Nolan, and it's going to come out. Can't quite get set. Kaz now coming on. We got a couple of normal guys here. Noah, he's going to take it in.
And another one.
And he's waiting for some help,
Up there.
Gets it over to Declan. Cut pops out to James. James slings it in, hits, deflected by Littleton. And they're going to go down deep. And James hit the kid's stick off. No fall. And Noah gets it over back to James. James working his way. We got Wes, Kaz, and Jackson out there now. Jackson in the zone over to Kaz. Trying to get set up. Kaz mishandles it. Comes out of the zone. And Kaz is going to have to bring it in here. Kaz dumps it in. He's going to go get his own. Nice job by Kaz to set up. And he gets hit into the boards here. You have everybody out there. Jackson now. Jackson backhands it to Kaz. Kaz across. So I think the goalie poke checked it. Good job by the goalie. Kept in by Kevin. Comes out. Picked off by Mason. And it's going to come out here. On the breakaway. And we got to regroup here. We got 4 forwards out there at the moment, though, so I think no one quite knows what to do until we. There we go. Mason tried to pop it up to Wes and just missed him. Held in. And then we're getting a change. Maybe not the greatest time for everybody to change, but Littleton blows it way over. Shot. Kid trips up. And Jackson pulls it. He gets it to Mason. Mason wasn't quite ready for it, so they're just going to dump it back in. We have a lack of players out there. We are playing with 4 players. Oh, Mason, go! There goes Mason again! Oh, big save. Just saved by the knob of the stick. That was close. Where is our defense? We got to figure out who's playing defense because Jackson was the only one back. So obviously, like I said, with all the line changes, I don't think people knew what their assignment was out there. That was kind of lucky.
I don't know.
So into the period, and we got to go into the third here, 1-1.
Dad wants to know what the tiebreaker is.
All right, start of the third. Mason and West Cavs out there with Declan and James. Hopefully everyone knows that assignment and knows what position they're playing, so we don't have one defense and four forwards. Littleton, West wins it, and he's going to take it into the zone here. And his fast speed, he gets around everybody pretty easily. Kip falls down, he's going to go back to the point to James. James shuffles it back up to West. West gets pushed off the puck. Mason gets to it, he's going to circle around. He goes cross ice to back to West. West trying to get in front. Oh, we couldn't quite get it in here. And they're just going to pop it out here. Back to West it goes, and West is going to circle around. West into the zone here. Looking for Kaz. Whiffs on the pass. So they're going to work their way in here on Declan. Declan pokes it off to the side. Oh, and hammers the kid. That's got to be awkward. And out it comes. Kaz into the zone. He shoots, goes wide. Get there, West. West couldn't quite get there. And so Littleton coming back in, and they get popped behind the net. Nicholas trying to grab it now. He's got help from Devin. He comes out to the point, shot in. Goes wide. West now. West pops it up the boards for Kaz. Kaz trying to shove it up the boards too to Devin. Kaz is going to grab it, and he's going to work down low. And they're going to come behind the net here. Littleton still having control. And back down low, we just got to get our assignments here. Goes right in front of us. Littleton takes it in. So we're going to go down 2-1 here. And they scored a goal. All right, Dane, Maxim, Alex out there with Noah and James. Face off won by Maxim. Goes to Dane. He's going to knock it off the boards. Can't quite get to it. Now Noah's going to take it. Noah's going to take it up. He's going to dump it down. Dane's going to go run onto this. It's going to wrap its way around. And we're still kind of holding it behind the net. Nice job by Dane. He's going to wrap it around, get it to James. James sends it towards the net. Deflected wide. Trying to send it back up in front. Backhand. Can't play it back across. It's back in the middle. Back across. It's there. Dane couldn't quite get it in. Dang. You've got to poke those in. Nice job by James. Maxim tries to hustle it down. No calls. High stick. And Noah's working. He hits his guy off. Goes off the board. Trying to get it over to Maxim here. Maxim sends it up the ice. He's going to ice the puck. We're going to get a change. Declan out there with Nicholas, Eli, Devin, and Owens. 12-12 left in the third. Face off, pushed up, popped over. Devin's going to pick it up here. I'm going to bring it out of the zone. Goes through center ice. Brings it in. Looking for somebody up front. He's going to circle around, gets poked off his stick. Declan holding it in. Declan pushes it back down deep. Does pop out now. So Eli runs onto it. Eli back to Devin. Devin's going to wrap around, drops it for Declan. Slides off Declan's stick. Declan working his way in. He works it back down into the corner. And on the way back out, here comes Nolan. Nolan does a nice poke. And Littleton's going to have to reset. Mason out there now. And they're going to just pop it down deep. Nicholas is going to have to grab it here in the corner. Rings along the boards to Nolan. And back into the corner. We're getting a change right now, so we're waiting for some help. Mason's going to grab it. He's going to ring around the boards. Back to Nicholas. Nicholas is going to bring it out to Kaz here. And Kaz into the zone. Makes a move around one. Gets checked off of another. We need to just start shooting it towards the net, though. Noah back to Jackson. Jackson back to Noah. Noah up to Mason. Mason's got it. Loses off the stick. And comes back up down into the zone. There's just a lot going on here. Noah does a great job. Jackson's going to come in to help. Kicks it to Kaz. Kaz fumbles the puck. So back down it comes. Jackson now. Jackson, he's going to bring it up. He's going to skate it up ice. And we're going to get a change while Jackson works his way in. And Littleton's going to grab it here. And they're going to go up off the boards. Nice poke by Maxim. Back to Wes. Wes is out there with Maxim. No calls. Refs have put their whistles away. Nice reception, but Dane's got to wait for us to touch up here before we can go on side. They flip it up, held in by James. James working his way. Dumped in front. Kaz blocked. They're going to Littleton bringing it out. Nicholas is going to pop it up to Kaz. Kaz now up off the boards. He beats one, but goes to Littleton here. Littleton sends it all the way down for an icing. They call and, comes out. Alex gets it. He's going to get it to Eli. Eli now comes to the net. It's right there. He just cannot stick it in. He can't get a good stick on it. Pops his way out of the zone. Goody's having to run back. Goody recovers. Nice job by James to recover here. We're gonna have to work. We're gonna have to dig now and try to come back in this. So Nolan, Devin, Eli out there with Declan and Jackson. Devin wins it, pops it up. Littleton grabs it. And they're going to shuffle it down the ice. Declan's going to have to go get it here. That was an icing. Now they come back. So same five staying out there. 8:42 left. Locos down 3-1. Face off back to Jackson. Jackson's working along the boards here. Cinder's up front, looking for Eli. Eli missed. So Littleton's going to work their way in. Declan there, picked up by Nolan now. Nolan gets it too far ahead of Jackson here. Nolan grabs it again. He's trying to punch it in. And up front it goes, and Littleton's going to bring this out. Work in on Jackson. Saved by Jackson. Jackson grabs it. He's going to reverse.
Help him out.
He's going to shove it to Devin, who gets it to Kaz. Kaz now. Littleton working their way. Littleton's just falling all over the ice. They pop it down. It comes out and hits the bench.
Keep going, boys. Keep working. Go back.
Right, Mason out there, Wes, Kaz, Nicholas, Noah, and pops up into the bench. Mason wins the faceoff. Back to Nicholas. Nicholas up to Kaz. Kaz dumps it in. Mason's going to have to go chase it. Oop. Sorry, that fell. Corner battle. West trying to get to it here. West wins it. Turns around. He's going to bring it in, trying to work his way in. Pushed off the puck. West still battling in the corner. Mason trying to help out. Good pinch by Nicholas. West trying to get it. Trickles by the goal. And pops out Kaz. Nearly intercepts it here. Off the boards. Picked up by West. West trying to pass it over to Mason. Couldn't quite get there. And up they go here. Littleton working their way in. They're just going to shoot it in on Jackson. Noah. He's going to skate it up. And he's going to wait to get some help up to West here. West gets it poked away. West behind the goal here. And West is going to take this up. He's going to turn. And just the pass, but gets back. Now Noah's got it. He's going to take it up. Noah into the zone. He's getting hammered by two guys. And Devin having to now go get it. Eli and Nolan in there with him. Devin working hard along the boards. Working kind of by himself. No one else is really helping him. There we go. Devin still coming up with it. He's just being a pain. And we're just sitting back. I don't know why we're all sitting back. We should be high pressuring all the time at this point.
Go!
All right, Jackson and James and Devin, Nolan, Eli. 6 minutes left. Locos down 3-1. Faceoff goes back to Littleton here. They whiff on the wraparound. Devin, I think, picks off the pass. Devin working real hard. Tipped up by Nolan into the corner. Eli getting it back to Devin. Devin trying to get it back to Eli. Works his way back to James. Lots of stuff happening after the play. They're going to work their way in on Jackson. Jackson's going to steal it here. And he's going to bring it up now. Jackson moving the boards into the corner. Up. And trying to hold into it. Jackson's going to shove this guy. And they got to pop back low and switch sides to get it out. Hold on by Maxim. Maxim getting it over to Alex. Alex off the glass back to Maxim. And Maxim going to pick it up. He's going to swing it. Hits off the back of the skate here. Littleton working in on Jackson. Make it by Jackson. So Littleton kind of running away with this one.
Did we change goalies?
No. Yeah. So unfortunately, probably not the Locos game today. Littleton starting to pull away. Puck goes back. Noah chips it up to Kaz. Kaz pops in, trying to get it to Wes. And they're going to pop it back out. Noah's going to grab it. He goes up off the glass to Kaz. Kaz gets it hit off of him. Kaz wrapping around now. Gets it over to Declan. Declan up to Mason. Mason's taking it in. Taking it around. We just got to start shooting. That's the other problem. We're not shooting. We're just trying to do way too many passes and trying to be too pretty. West now gets it poked off of his stick. He's trying to work into the corner. Mason coming over to help. And it makes its way out of the zone here. Noah now. Noah gets it over to Declan. Declan pops it up for Kaz. Littleton coming out with it here. Littleton now up and down. And they work their way in. Nope. Somehow the ref is calling a penalty, a trip, even though there was no trip. It was push. Noah just pushed him over. So, not really sure.
He's calling it on Declan?
Declan got the trip, I guess. Weirdly wrecked game here. So Nolan and Eli goes over to Jackson. Jackson rings it off the glass. Can't quite get it out. In the corner. Jackson sends the guy. They're working down low. Back to the point. And they're going to hold it in the point. Back down low. Shot off the post. Working their way in. Nolan trying to poke it away here. Shot left off, or they drop past it. Staying in the corner. Keeping them to the perimeter here. Dropped into the corner again. And poked away up to Nolan. Nolan's got it, and he's just going to pop it down and put it on net. And we're going to get a partial change here. Devin wins it. Devin's working hard. He hasn't given up at all. He's still playing. I love it. So we got a full change now. Devin, nice job by Devin. He is working hard. Devin in there with Kaz. They chip it down to themselves. Kaz, he's got it. Scores. Just a nice effort. Let's see if we can rally. There is still 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, so it's possible. Not going to give up just yet. Well, there's still 37 seconds left on the penalty. It's a nice short-handed goal by Kaz. So amazing out there. Noah, Wes, and Goody. Amazing. When it's taken up by Littleton. Littleton is just going to dump it. Around, gets it back to James. James up the board, trying to get it to Wes here. Wes is going to get a hold of it, and he's going to work his way out. Wes behind the goal. 15 seconds left in the penalty kill. He's just going to try to kill a little bit of time.
Run it out.
Drops it to Noah. Noah wings it up for, nobody, but there's no icing because of the penalty. Now we got to go. So this should be high pressure. We should be going all the time. No forward should be hanging back at all. It's time to just go. Go and shoot it. Up to Noah. Noah working along the boards. But again, here Noah again stops it. Nice job, Noah. He's just going to swing it down. It gets blocked off a body, I think. Goody trying to poke it in now. And they're going to work their way out. 1 minute left. Empty net. Got an extra skater out there. Wes gets it poked off his stick. And nice job by Nicholas. And they're going to wing it in, blocked by Noah. Kaz to Noah. Noah slings it down the ice looking for Nolan. Picked up by Devin. Devin's going to work his way in. Shot goes way wide. Noah on the back end. Littleton gets hold of it. And they're going to sing it up. Noah again. On the boards. So we got 6 skaters, but we can't seem to locate any. There we go. Devin's got it now, but only 17 seconds. So it's going to have to kind of be a miracle. 10 seconds left. They're just going to hold it to the wall and kill it. That's going to do it. Unfortunately, we just can't win the championship game. Hopefully, we'll figure it out.
Congratulations to both teams for a great tournament. Please welcome Rocky Mountain Silver Stick Tournament Director Brian Tanek, who will present today's award.
Doesn't make a difference. I mean,
We'll start off the presentation with the Jack Hockey Family MVP Awards. For the locomotive, number 80, Jackson Hughes. For the Littleton Hawks, please congratulate number 9, Blake Swain. Will the captains for the locomotive please come forward to accept your runner-up banner?
we don't have a captain. Like, we really don't make captains, have we?
And now, we present to you the 2025-16 AA Rocky Mountain Regional Silver Stick Champions, the Littleton Hawks. Players, please come forward as your name is announced. Players, we'll wait.
Damn, he sounds like a teacher.
Please come forward as your name is announced and receive your championship medal and pin. Number 1, Archer Ramsdale.
Okay.
Number 5, Brandon All. Number 7, Nathan Fortas. Number 8, Logan Chang. Number 9, Blake Salwin. Number 10, Alexander Kyleberg. Number 11, Cooper Topp. Number 12, Aiden Goway. Number 13, Gabe Ureta. Number 15, Callan Esquivel.
No, you did great. Nerds.
Just imagine if they had ice.
What's that?
So imagine if we had ice like you guys have ice every day.
Oh, right, right. Soon.
They painted. They were putting on the lines today. They were putting our lines on.
Finally.
They were putting our lines on today.
Which?
For our ice rink. We haven't had ice.
Oh, yeah. I
So-
heard. But it was a compressor issue you guys had that?
Yep. And it's
Stinks.
contractor issues.
Contractor?
Yeah, contractor failed to pull permits this summer.
Oh.
That screwed everything up.
Stinks. Right? Because there can't be that many guys who know how to do that kind of stuff, right?
You think, and then like I said, it melted, it broke during Labor Day.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were in a high school tournament, and it broke. And so we've been
Sometimes
out.
I guess we just take these things for
lot of
granted, right?
We've been practicing here like at 6 a.m. once a week.
It builds character, as they say. It builds character. You can only build so much character, right?
Well, yeah, like I said, just imagine if we actually have ice every day. Thank you.
Always surprised me.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna miss that. Yeah, I've got